Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Worldwide Whispers. This is a puzzle by Jeremy Dover, and this is something he sent me recently, and I've not seen a puzzle using this particular constraint before I get onto the puzzle. Yep, the Skilling Sudoku puzzle pack is still running on my channel. If you're working through it and you wish to send in solution codes, just send in row 3. I don't mention that in the pack because I want the pack to exist beyond the time that I'm running it on the channel. The pack is something that I want to exist forever. But while it's still being kind of promoted on my channel, I want that to be a thing. Feel free to do that. Check out the playlists of the other stuff that I'm releasing. So the Bremster's unpublished puzzle videos and the Race to 37. Race to 37 is really cool. The puzzles Clover curated and created most of back in 2021. Really cool stuff. And if you have a puzzle that you would like to submit or recommend, check out my submission guidelines. Links to the Puzzle Plaza Discord below, my Patreon page where I post a lot of content for free. Stuff below. Let's look at the puzzle. Worldwide Whispers by Jeremy Dover. So there's a couple of rules in play. The first one, normal Sudoku rules. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then we have a global Dutch whispers constraint, which means every digit in the grid or every cell is orthogonally adjacent to at least one cell whose digit has a difference of at least 4 with the original cell. So if we were to pick any cell, there must be a cell adjacent to it, at least one, that has a difference of at least 4. That's what we know. Never seen anything like this before, so I have no idea how this is going to work. So I'm not sure how I'm going to solve it. Let's give this a shot. Links to the puzzle below, of course. So let's just start with Sudoku. That has to be a 1. Is there any more Sudoku I can do? 5s go down here. 2s, 3s. 3 is in one of those. 4. So, what digits? So, digit 4 away from 4. So, it can't be lower than 4. It has to be higher than 4. Because 1, 2, and 3 are not 4 away from 4. So, 4 away from 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 don't count. You've only got 8 or 9. And this can't be 9. So this has to be an 8. So over here, this needs to be an 8 or a 9. Because this isn't 4 away from 4, so this has to be. Okay. So do I want to mark digits that have something 4 away? So 4 away from 1. So it's the digits in the middle. So a 5 needs to have a 1 or a 9 next to it? Yeah, a 5 would need to have a 1 or a 9 next to it, and this 5 can't have a 1 next to it, so it needs to have a 9 next to it. So there's a 9 in one of those 4. Now, I don't have any 9s in the grid, so that's not going to help me. But this 5 needs to have a 1 or a 9 next to it, and I can't put a 1 next to it, so that's a 9. So that means I can't put so there's a 9 in one of those two, because that 9 sees both of those spots, and I can't put a 1 next to this 5. There has to be a 5 down here. Wow, okay. So what's this triple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, and 7. Now, this 9 has something that's 4 away from it. So the 5 has something 4 away from it. The 9 has something 4 away from it. The 4 has something 4 away from it. The 8 has something 4 away from it. The 6 doesn't. So one of these will be a 2 or a 3. The 3 won't be. So one of these has to be a 2. Because 3 is only 3 away, 7 is next to it. So one of those has to be a 2. This is not the 2. But the 9 is okay, so I don't have to worry about this. 4. Yeah, 8 or 9 will give this. This 1 does not have anything 4 away from it. So this has to be higher. This can't be a 2 is what we're learning. So 2 is in one of those 3. This 3... Oh, hang on. This 3 sees this. This is the 7. So there's no 7 in here. So this 6, yeah, whichever one of these is 2, this 6 has now got its thing that's far away. This 7, whether this is 2 or 3, that will be 4 away. So the 7 I can ignore. This is a pair, 2 and 6. Now, if this is 6, there would not be a digit that is 2 away from it. 8 is 2 away, 7 is next to it. So this has to be the 2 and this has to be the 6. Now, the 2 has the 8, so the 2 is good. The 8 has the 2, so the 8 is good. The 6 has the 1, the 6 is good. The 3 needs something here that is far away. 1 is only 2 away, 6 is only 3 away. So this can't be a 2. This has to be at least 4 away. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Wow, this is very strange. So this is a quad. Now the 1 has its distant digit. The 5 doesn't yet. And it can't get it from here. So it has to get it from, it'll get it from whichever one of the 9s is true. So that's okay. But this is a quad. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And I can't put 9 down here. I can't put 3 there. I can't put 4 there. Now this 1, where does 2 go in this row? Because this 1 does not have anything that's at least 4 away. So this has to be 5 or higher, and it can't be 5 or 6. So this is 7, 8, 9. This is a 7, 8, 9 triple. This is a 3. This is a 2. This is a 3, which takes 3 out of those. That's a 4, 7 pair. That's the 9. Right. Now the 9 is something far away from it. The 1 has the 9. The 3 has an 8. Whoops. The 3 has the 8, and the 2 has the 7. This 3 has the 8. Now, this 3, the 7, 8, or 9, whatever it is, will get the 3 its distance. The 1 will get it from that, and the 4 will get it from the 8 or the 9. But this is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 5, 6. This is not 2. Okay, I have no idea if I'm solving this the right way, by the way. Now, 4 has to go down here, because these have all got their distant digits. Wait a minute. These aren't going to be apart from each other. So these 2 digits are only 3 apart. If I put a 4 here, that's 3 apart, that's 2 apart. This would have to be 4 apart from 4, and it can't be. 6 and 2 are 2. So this has to be the 7, and this has to be the 4. Now the 4 is got the 9. The 7 has got the 2. This is very strange. 2 is now in one of those 2. This is ridiculously strange. 6 is down here. Now, 7, that's a 3 yeah, 7 has got its difference. 4 does not, yeah, they get their difference from there. These are not going to get their difference horizontally, but they will get them vertically. So how am I going to move down? Three is in one of those. And I can't even say it's not going to be next to the 2, because the 2 could get its distant digit from anything over here. 1 is down here, but... So... This is a quad. Let me put the quad in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. There's no 2 here. There's no 2 or 3 here. Do I mark this quad as well? And then look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. It's not a quad, it's a quint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. There's no 7 in those. There must be a 2 in there, so there's no 2 here. So 1, 3, 6. 6 would need to get its distant digit from there, but it would have access to 1 or 2. If this is 6, it would need to get its distant digit from there, which would need to be 1. I don't think this is the way to look at this. Well, there's no 2 there. So 2 is absolutely in one of those. But whichever one will get its distant digit automatically. 2 is in one of those two. If 2 is here, this would have to be a 6. Because it would need a distant digit, and it couldn't get it from the 4. If 2 is here, it'll get its distant digit from lots of different places. How do I grow out of the bit that I've done? So this quad, maybe? I'm really just searching. 3, 4, 5... No, not 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 3, 4, 8, 9. Well, there's no 9 there. There's no 3 in either of those. There's no 4 down here. Now, the 5 needs to be next to either a 1 or a 9. But it could get the 9 in either of those, the 1 in either of those. It could even get the 9 in either of those. So is it 5? I don't see how it's 5s. 5s have to be next to either 1 or 9. But I don't have much restriction on 1s or 9s at all. Like, I'd need to have a restriction on both 1 and 9. Like, I know 9 is in one of those 3. So I can't put 1 or 9 here. But I could put 5 there because I've already got a 9. So, well, I can't put 5 there. 5 is in one of these two. Now, if 5 is here, this would have to be 1. If 5 is here, this would have to be 1 or 9, or this would have to be 1. Okay. Whichever one of these is 5 puts a 9 down here. Because I can't put a 1 next to it. So, no, because I get the 9 from up there. So that's complete nonsense. Seven has to be next to either 1, 2, or 3. I can't put 1, 2 in here. If I put... Yeah, but the thing is, I've still... There's no 1 here, but that's... There's no 5 here. So 5 is not here or here. 5 is in one of those. 6 has to be next to 1 or 2. 7, 8, 9. 9 is only 3 away. 3 is only 3 away. So 6 has to be next to either 1 or 2. It's not next to 2, so I have to put a 1 in one of those 3 cells. I can't put it there. So this is a 1-5 pair. So this is a 1-6 pair, which will make those, but it means that I know what this triple is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 7, and 8. So I can take 4 and 8 out of those. This is 3, this is 9. Okay, that's unexpected. There's no 7 there. Now this 6 is going to get a 1, so it's done. This 9 has got 3s and 2s all over the place. It's fine. 2 has its 9, 3 has its 9. This 5 needs to be next to either a 1. If this is a 5, it would need to be next to either a 1 or a 9, and it can't get 1. This is the 1, this is the 5. The 1 has a 6, so it's fine. The 5 can't get a 1 or a 9 here, so this has to be a 1 or a 9, and it can't be a 1 because the 1 is down here. This is a 5, which now has a 9, which has a 5. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 and 7. Now there's something not in here that I've got. 9 makes this 8 and 4. 9 and 4, so the 4 has a 9. The 5 still needs a 1 or a 9. And I can't get it in any of those. So this is a 1 or a 9. I almost put a 1 in there because I had the 1 corner pencil mark, but there's no reason it can't be a 9. Now this 3 is got its distant digit. This 1 has, oh yeah, okay, so fine. If this was 4, it would have a 9. If it's got a 7 or an 8, it's got a 1. So whatever that is, it's got its distant digit. There's no 5 here anymore. One is not in either of those. So 1 is in one of those. Actually, 1 is right here by Sudoku. Now 9 and 1 both have their distant digit. 7 doesn't. Now there's no 1 down here anymore. So this is a 5, 7, 8 triple. So this is a 2. I don't colour the 2. Oh, 2 and 7 are each other's distant digit. So we are good. Now, if this is a 6, 7 and 8 would not be far enough apart, and neither would be 5 or 8. This is a 3. Now, 3 does not have... 3 and 8 are far enough apart. Now, if that's a 3, there's no 3 down here. This is 1, 2, 6. This is 5, 7, 8. That was very cool, by the way. Just really hard to spot. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 4, 5, 6, and 8. Well, I can't put 6 there. I can't put 5 there. Oh, so that's how I got out of the top band, but I need to keep doing this. Now, if this is 5... I would need to be next to a 1 or a 9, and I can't do it. I can't put a 1 or a 9 in any of those spots. This is an 8. Now, 8 has its distant digit, but I can take 8 out of any of those. Now, if this was a 5, I would need a 1 or a 9 in any of those, and I can't do it. So this is the 4, this is the 6, this is the 5. The 5 has its 1. This is an 8 now, so there's no 8 in either of those two. Now, 4... and 8 are 4 apart, so those have their distant digits. 6 has 1, which is a distant digit. Now, 4 would have 9, 7 would have 1. This is fine. 4 would have 8, 7 would be broken. This is a 4. If this was a 7, 5 is 2 away, 6 is 1 away, 8 is 1 away, and 3 is only 4. Oh, no, 3 is 4 away. This can be 7. This is fine either way. 4 would have 8, 7 would have 3. This is fine either way. I am failing at math. Failing at math. Definitely something I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 8, and 9. So I can take 8 out of those. This becomes 7 and 5. 5 has got its 1, so 5 is good. That 7 makes this 2 and 7. 2 has a 9, which is a long way away. In fact, the 2 and the 7 see each other. This 5 absolutely needs a 1 or a 9 here. The 8 does not have a distant digit. So this needs to be at least 4 away from 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4 go there. It can't be a 2 or a 3. This is a 1 or a 4. I bet at some point I've failed the math in here and someone is going to point out, you did this and you shouldn't have. There's no 2 here because of this 2, so this becomes a 2. Now, 2 and 4 are only 2 apart. 2 and 1 are only 1 apart. This has to be the 6. This has to be the 1. 2 and 6 are now 4 apart. This 1 and 6 and 1 and 5 are 4 apart. This 6 is good. 7, that's 3. So 7 needs to be 4 apart from something. 5, 6, and 4 don't cut the mustard. So it needs to be from here, and the only thing far enough apart is a 3. So that becomes a 3. So 7 and 3 now have distant neighbours, and I can take 3 out of those. Now, this 4, that's 3, that's 2. This has to be far enough apart, but whichever one of 8 or 9 it is, that's going to do it. 8 or 9. If this is 8, yeah, these are 3s are far enough apart from either of them, so that's got its distant digit. 3 is far enough apart from either. This has its distant digit, but this 6 makes this 1 and this 6. 1 and 6 are automatically far enough apart from each other. Okay. Given it was a given digit. I could have put that in ages ago, but there's this thing called given digit blindness. This is the 9, this is the 8. The 8 and the 1 are far enough apart from each other. They are good. 5 and 9 are far enough apart from each other. This is not 1. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. And we can resolve that using a given digit. 9 and 4 and 8, these are all far enough apart from each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, 3 and 5 are not far enough apart from each other. So this digit, if this was a 5, it would not get its distant digit here because these are not far enough apart, and 5 and 8 are not far enough apart. This has to be the 3 so that this isn't trapped. So that makes this the 5. 5 gets its distant digit from the 1. So we're good. Now, this 5 looks up, meaning that is not the 5. Now, 2 and 8, 2's got its distant digit. 5 in this box is now right here, and it's got its distant digit in the 9, but this is now known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 3. 3 does not have its distant digit yet. 1 does not have its distant digit yet. Okay. This 8 looks up, making that 9. Now, the 9 and the 4 are far enough apart, so we're good there. 7... Yeah, 7 and 8 are going to get its distant digit from the 1. Either one of those is fine. Either one of those is fine. So we're all good there. Now, 5. There's no 5 here. So this is a 2, 6 pair. This is the 5. The 5 gets its distant digit from the 9. So we're fine here. This is a pair now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Which is resolved by that 6. This is the 7, this is the 6. The 6 and the 1 are far enough apart from each other. The 7 and the 2 are far enough apart from each other. This 7 resolves this 4 and this 7. So these are now pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, and 9. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 2, and 8. Now this 9, this makes this the 4 and this the 9. Now, 4 and 9 are automatically far enough apart from each other. Two, 6, 7, this is a deadly pattern. So it has to be resolved by something not having a distant digit. just need to spot it. This 3, it's got a distant digit. So it has to be one of these. So if this 6 and 2 are going to take care of each other, 6 and 7, these 2 and 8 are going to take care of each other. So it's got to come from in here. These are the only digits that don't look after each other. So if this is a 6, no, this is deadly, isn't it? Because this digit is taken care of by the 2. So this is the only digit that's not taken care of. But if this is the 6, then if this is a 7, if this is a 6, this has to be a 2 to resolve it. And if this is a 7, yeah, whether this is 6 or 7, it can't get its distant neighbours from here unless that's a 2. This has to be the 2 to resolve it. This becomes 2, this becomes 8, this becomes 6, this becomes 2. The 6 makes this the 7 and the 6. The 2 and the 7, that's a really nice ending. This becomes 8, this becomes 7, and that completes Worldwide Whispers. That is brutal. Beautiful and brutal. And now I can get rid of all of the colours and show that as the end of the grid. That is very, very cool. I've never seen anything like that before, and I would solve more of those. That was very, very cool. I had no idea in the middle there how I was going to complete that puzzle, but I'm really glad I did. Thank you, Jeremy, thank you. That was great. I hope everyone enjoyed that puzzle. I hope you're enjoying the other content on the channel. And as always, good luck with your solving.